It's time for the Raff Report after NJIT's 92-81 win over Quinnipiac in the first round of the CIT. Dave Popkin being joined by the NJIT assistant coach Jeff Rafferty. And let's talk a little bit about this ball game. You did not have Abdul Lewis, but you did have Zach Cooks, who had a new career high, 34.
Yeah, he was pretty good tonight. I thought it was a good team effort, but it was certainly spearheaded by Zach's effort, especially at the offensive end. He's definitely played better defensively, but then again, I'm his biggest critic. But you know, he was 12 for 20 from the field, and I thought he took good shots throughout the game. You know, he was making them early, and then, you know, he goes 4 for 7 from 3. He got to the free throw line late. I just thought he had a really complete scoring floor game. I thought Shaquan Gibbs in the second half was really key for us. I thought he played it. He really picked up the pace and picked up the tempo, and I thought our offense really fed off of that. So I thought we got great minutes, obviously, from the backcourt. Donovan Greer was terrific with his 9 points off the bench in the first half. Mohamed Bindari, solid defense in the post. I think he had 7 and 5. So just, you know, a standard effort there. And then you look at Suleiman Diakte, who hasn't really played. You know, if there's one drawback from this season, it's once Abdul came back, it really affected Suleiman's minutes. And Suleiman was so good for us early, but he hasn't played many meaningful minutes since November. And I thought tonight he was terrific. He played 22 minutes. He only had a bucket, but he had 9 rebounds. And I thought that was really important for us. So, total team effort, and obviously you tend to go with your best players. Unfortunately, we didn't have Abdul tonight, but Zach Cook stepped up and did a great job.
Even though Quinnipiac was pressing and trying to get back into the game, they got 29 from Cameron Young. You guys did not turn the ball over. Only 5 turnovers in this game, particularly Gibbs, who kind of took control. 7 assists, no turnovers.
Yeah, I didn't even, yeah, right. I talked about the tempo at which he played, mainly in the second half. But when your point guard can get you 15 points, you know, 7 assists, no turnovers, his floor game was terrific, and he got guys shots that we needed to get shots. Our shooting percentages were terrific. You know, 51% from the field, right around 45, 46 from 3. We made our free throws down the stretch. So, you know, again, 13 assists, 5 turnovers is good. That's been kind of an Achilles heel of ours when we have not played well this year. So it was good to assist the ball. It was good to not turn it over. And, you know, 13 assists on 30 field goals is pretty good numbers.
You guys had to find a new way to play without Abdul Lewis, and you did it tonight, working in some of the big guys, but the guards played well. Wilson played good D on Young in the first half, ended up with 15.
He sure did. And then, you know, Cameron Young had 29. This kid's a handful. I know these Quinnipiac guys really well, but I haven't seen them play at all until this week, and I've probably watched 5, 6, 7 of their games. This kid, Cameron Young's a really, really good player at any level. And a really, really prolific scorer, can score at all 3 levels. I thought we did a tremendous job on him. He had a bunch of buckets that were late, so that's a little bit of an inflated 29, but let's not fool ourselves. That's one of the better players, certainly at this level in this part of the country. So team effort with him. I thought Shondell Jones did an excellent job off the bench defending him, and like you mentioned, DeAndre Wilson, and we actually had a couple other guys switch on to him as well. So
you guys have to be thrilled. You average only 70 points a game, scored 92 tonight without Lewis. Is this team poised to make a run in the CIT?
Yeah, you know what? You never know. You never know. Your dream is to get to the postseason, mainly the NCAA tournament, obviously. And the NIT has become just as hard for our level to get into now, because all those spots are going to the higher, you know, the Big 5 conferences. So, you know, when you have an oppority, what the CIT provides and the CBI provides, you know, we were excited to be invited to both of them and get into this field. And you never know how the guys are going to react. Our student body, you know, is on break. It's a long season for our guys. Our guys have missed a lot of class time. We've done a lot of travel. So you hope, you know, you give them a couple days off last week and they're going to come back energized, but you never know. And once we get back in the gym, I was convinced that we're capable and excited about making a run. And hey, it's if you're playing until St. Patrick's Day, that's pretty good. So now we move on to the next round. We don't know who we're playing or when, but it'll be sometime later this week, I would imagine, and we're looking forward for the opportunity.
Okay, congratulations on the win. Go celebrate.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, that's Jeff Rafferty.
Thanks, Dave.
Assistant coach for NJIT, joining us here on the Raff Report as NJIT moves on to the second round of the CIT.